Welcome back to Grumari, the southern edges of Rio de Janeiro. Beautiful overview here of our lineup in Brazil, and well, there's your next heat on deck. It's Nikki is a 1 o'clock low tide here in Brazil. Let's have a look at Bronte Macaulay. Here she gets going. Nice little wall, beautiful flow for her, as you would expect with her pedigree and genes from her former competitor.
Here she is, dropping in on her third wave.
Well, here we go. Nikki van Dijk finished 9th in the world last year. That's a good squared up crack. She's going to come straight back at Bronte Macaulay here. And both surfers using that little right hand offering here at Grumari. And Nikki van Dijk will wrap up that ride for the judges to think about. Meanwhile, Bronte Macaulay did log a 5, Pete, on her version on the right-hander.
Yeah, you know, she had slipped away, got them in here. This was our first real opportunity for Nikki van Dijk. Again, that first section pretty much calls for that kind of down-the-line snap. She did that to a T, kept that speed, was able to get into that wrap cutback, and then here finishing it off that little foamy section, showing a little bit of variety. And then this is the replay of the backhand surfing from Bronte Macaulay. We've seen this get her some big scores in the Gold Coast. And this one came in at a 5.0. I believe that's that score, unless it came in after.
You know, really showcase my forehand, and I hope the waves are good.
Well, I look forward to Alyssa Quizon and some barreling cloud break at Fiji on the next stop. Back to you guys.
Well, we pick up on Bronte Macaulay here as she finds the oncoming section. There's that little ricochet backwash that we've been speaking about. A couple of numbers that have leaked in for our surfers.
Yeah, so let's take a look here at Bronte. You know, I really like how she lays that bottom turnover, and she sits off their haunches, waits for that section to stand up, and then she attacks it. You know, here she gets that connection through the inside. So pretty well surfed wave there, and then behind her, Nikki van Dijk, as she drops in, she was able to get that big wrap for the start, and then a nice little critical turn, but unfortunately stuffs the nose and wasn't able to complete that move. She needed to add that.
Your quick thoughts on if Dijk can get a win, then can Nikki van Dijk, can Bianca Buitendag? There are those things to talk about. And here we go, as we're discussing her potential for the future. She is now working, looking for a number to get the lead back here from Macaulay. Van Dijk on a little slopey right-hander.
In everything that we need to be a world champion. As we watch the replay here first, big roundhouse cutback. We like that start, and again, you know, unfortunately that wave didn't allow for any kind of real variety. You know, she just kind of trying to clean it up, and she doesn't need a real big score. You know, almost surfed.
Just working on a score for Van Dijk. Now we'll see Macaulay answering straight back with 9 on the clock. That's a great backhand snap there, lots of chuck, but then that wave is just a little fader, and she'll go here. There is a judge that will pass that decision on shortly. Meanwhile, let's have a look at that big snap.
Yeah,
that single turn.
One big snap, and then the wave just fades out, so she kicks out and tries to retain priority, and so you got this paddle battle kind of heading out.
Head down, keep going, and that's what Nikki van Dijk needs to do here. She's trying to unlock, and she'll get that lip in the chops, so to speak. It'll smother her, and it'll be a throwaway score.
Right here and now.
Well, there we go. You saw Van Dijk showing a little interest. And what about the backwash here? Macaulay, your heat leader's committed to it. Nice inside section, little glassy section for her. She'll go second snap, third one will go down. So, wow, Bronte Macaulay may not be replacing a score for there, but now the gate wide open for Van Dijk.
Well,
and here it is. It's going to present itself. So the young surfer from Phillip Island, all these years on the championship tour, the wild cards, the invites, does it pay out now as she moves through to the inside? Little rail grab there, but the board will keep moving. And she'll do a little regroup as well. So squeezing it for all it's worth there inside the last minute now, Pete. And now one more judge.
They really like to create some drama.
And it's locked. And Pete, it's a 4.1. It's not enough. It is official. Of course, our computer here in the booth, just a little ahead of your broadcast on screen there.